Good morning. Welcome to Cues with Dogs. Today we are going to talk about behaviors that I associate with narcissistic behaviors. It's a long list. I'm going to read it the best that I can. It's important to know in regards to understanding what's happening in your external environment so it can help you to regulate what's happening in your internal environment, meaning what makes you you. And then being able to create cues that help you to not stay in that fear zone in regards to the consequences that these behaviors create. So let me get started. It's a long list. Do your research, and I hope you find wonderful things. I hope not only do you look at it in an external way of what is it that's happening, but that you also take a moment to look at it in an internal way and ask yourself, do I do those things? How can I change those things? Yeah, so that's kind of utilizing it externally and internally, but more in an appropriate fashion, as opposed to just being external and being like, I want this behavior to go away. What can I actively do to make it go away? This process that I'm talking about is, I see the behavior. What can I do internally to keep myself grounded and peaceful? So here we go. It's a long list. Perspecticide, object constancy, monitoring, moth to flame, trauma bonding, gaslighting, hyperbole, word salad, love bombing, flying monkeys, moving the goalposts, changing the subject, isolation, projection, blanket statements and generalizations. It's black or white. There's no ascending or descending, and that is a result of a lack of compassion that they have. So that's another reason why, forgive me for saying it, I'm cutting into the list, but that's another reason why I avoid black and white mentality, because there's so much more that is so helpful to us in regards to having healthy relationships. Let me get back to it. Personal attacks, smear campaigns, devaluation, malicious jokes, where you're always at the butt end of it, triangulation, turning your friends against you, bait and switch, variable ratio reinforcement, bribery, baiting, injustice, insinuating comments, discourage and criticize, diminish and dismiss, stalking, spying, intruding, interrupting, deflection, diversion, evasion, amplification, emotional barriers, inappropriate restrictions, threats, intimidating behavior, shaming and blaming, invalidation, negative reinforcement. They also use positive reinforcement, but not in a way that's good. Hurt and rescue. I often refer to this as hug and hurt, or hurt and hug. Rationalizations, infantilization, splitting, double blind, double think, setting up to fail, fraying innocence or confusion, meaning they may perfectly well understand, but they are going to pull it off like they are innocent or they're confused about what you're saying. villainifying, I can't say that right, the victim, meaning the true victim in this case is going to be you, but what they are going to do is with every single person that they talk to, they are going to make you the bad person. Playing the victim. And that's what I got. I bet you anything that there's a lot more of them out there that are psychologically harmful to the point that it can erase who you are or who you choose to be in your life. And if you experience these things, one of the other things that, and you don't know about it, one of the other things that you might experience is the fear of being like them. And that also very much disables your ability to take care of yourself and protect yourself. Yeah, all of this stuff is important to know. It's important to know what things are, and it's important to know what they aren't. It's important to understand how taking information in from the external world can be extremely damaging to you if you are not in a safe place to do that with somebody. It's also important to know that when you're not in a safe place, that your very finest defense mechanism is absolutely in the right amygdala, but utilizing that right amygdala, your fear response, in a way that allows you to be calm. So you're using the fear as a cue to create courage and confidence and calmness. Oftentimes, I think people have referred to this as emotionality. And when they speak about emotionality, they have a tendency to look at it in a very negative light. Your emotions are the foundation of who you are, and acknowledging them is really important. What's not really important is making other people responsible for how we feel. So this is just my way of developing a system of repetition in a safe relationship, of being able to overcome those things so that I am more confident and more secure, not with who other people are to me, but in regards to who I am to myself. So anyways, important stuff to know. I hope you enjoy it, and I just want to thank you. Thank you so much for listening to me. I appreciate you greatly. You have a wonderful day, and we will be back soon. Bye.